maybe a few other important things on his list. I don't know, but it's fine.
Well, what do we?
Someone has to send a note to Ray after tonight's meeting saying, we just had the meeting, no heavy lifts for the highway department. We remain focused on doing another planting in September, October, and that we'll be reaching out to the homeowners. You need to probably do that.
All right, do we want to get that in,
Should we start the meeting? Yeah.
We have, any inform. Go ahead,
So
Cal.
this, oh, so I'm, okay, we're calling the meeting to order. Let's go around the room, starting with Margaret. Margaret Blown,
Tony Doherty?
Corbin,
Laura Robertson.
Chet LaSalle.
Carol Carey. Okay, so the first is the approval of the June 12th meeting minutes. Did anyone have any comments?
I didn't bring my minutes, but there was one thing that said where the name is, it's in the line before, it said something, the white oaky was called oaky.
Oh,
dokie,
yeah,
So,
okay.
but that's the only thing I
Oh,
did.
for that. I mean, I know where
Yeah,
it's meant to
I
be.
have it marked,
okey-dokey.
so I can,
Yeah,
Okay.
so line 19, it's Chairman Marr and Matt.
Oh,
So-
yep.
Mhm.
Okay. I only had a couple of things. The next one is all the way on page 4, on line 123. It says Ms. Carey stated the booth was eventful. I think that was Ms. Mena. I think it was
Oh,
Amy,
yeah.
because I wasn't there. Line 136, again, it's Chairman Marr, not Matt. And then to Tony's point on line 142, the end of the line for the 2025 Arbor Day. Yeah, the white oak
we just
tree.
feel so comfortable with it, right? We will nickname it.
So that's all I have. Does anybody have others? Does somebody want to make a motion then?
So make a motion, 5 minutes.
All in favor of the meeting minutes?
Hi.
Say aye. Okay,
Oh, yeah, I can't. I was not here at that meeting. I'm sorry.
Bring it back to the next meeting then.
Oh,
okay. So they can't vote if they haven't.
Oh.
I'll vote if I can.
It's kind of up to the board member. Theoretically, some planning board members will vote on meetings when they haven't been there if they watch the video and they feel it was a comfortable reflection of the meeting. But if you weren't there and you don't know,
correct.
then usually you abstain.
I felt like I was here.
Such good men.
Yes, absolutely.
So do we want to make these changes and then approval next
Yeah,
meeting?
we'll bring them back to the next meeting.
Okay. No privilege of the floor, I'm assuming. So the next is new business action.
So, okay, yeah, do you want to talk about the highway? Oh, no, that's not.
Yeah, that's the next discussion items. I'm going to talk about the highway department. Chat, that's under discussion items.
Sure. I'm not sure if it was Ray or someone had asked us to loop in the highway department after every meeting just to let the highway know what we're up to and if there's any major asks for them. And so I did a very short recap email, sent it to Ray saying, thanks again for your help this spring. We got a lot of trees in the ground. We got some trees in the ground at Blatnick Park and Aqueduct around Arbor Day. And that the next big push will be September, October. And I don't, we don't foresee any of your, any needs from you guys right now.
Great.
No,
But I think you did
But that's-
mention the water truck. didn't
I
you?
did, I did. I mean, I said, do you have any suggestions or were any thoughts on how we can keep these new trees watered? And again, I haven't heard anything. That doesn't mean he hasn't talked to you or someone else, but, so that could be something we still want to follow up with him on. Because again, it's great to do all this work to get the trees in the ground, but we're not watering them.
Right,
Well, and the other thing I think that we can do in the meantime is whether it's a little postcard or we get them after work to just tell the homeowners where we did plant them, remind them to water.
yes, I think that's good.
Because again, we planted them when it was so wet and nobody was really worried about it. We didn't make that.
And I haven't driven by, I can look down as I'm driving on Rosendale, I can look down Hedgewood Lane and see the tree and it's green and
Carefully.
it seems to be doing fine, but I haven't cruised Country Club and the other roads that we,
Could we send them something? I mean, I think I mean, just
Or
to
just stick it in
take
their mailbox.
content, yeah,
Yeah,
right,
we
looking
can
to see.
mail it or stick it in their mailbox.
right. I think that would be a good idea, just to follow up, on I think that would be.
hope
nice
you're
to
enjoying
get
your
your
tree.
feedback.
Don't forget to give
Yeah.
it some water this summer.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
think
got
that,
hot. so we
I think
figured
that that's
watering.
nice. And the communication with Ray, or what do you think about his assistant? Seems a little bit more bespoke. Could he get a CC on it or?
Yeah.
You did, I think, didn't
Oh,
you, Chet?
Those are the special.
9 to 8.
9 to 8.
Thank you very much. So,
So I copied her,
Oh,
and some of the gang here, you and Jeff. and,
Right, right.
Patty Lester. Lester, all
Maddie, I think
Yes.
we could also have you Pete with Becca.
right, so I don't,
He's like number 2,
we need that.
so we'll get his email.
Yeah.
So if you were Jeff, would you consider sending Ray a short note to saying, hey, we just had the July city council meeting, nothing major, again, we're gearing up for the fall.
And maybe Chet.
Well, let's
resend,
reiterate the water.
yeah, resend or find what he sent last time to kind of reiterate things that he brought up last time if we didn't hear back.
are we gonna rotate it or is it gonna be the same person who sends it to him all the time?
It's our group.
Right.
Somehow we're,
We'll send the next one, then you can decide.
Okay, all right, okay,
I think it can be short and sweet.
Yes.
We don't have much to-
But I'm worried if we don't hear back from,
yeah,
We
Well,
can share that feedback with the supervisor. So the supervisor is the one that asked us to do it. She said that it was a request from the highway department that they would like to kind of have the direct contact with the tree council, so we can keep that contact going. And if it's one-sided, then we can just let her know.
Okay.
Hopefully it will not.
look, I mean, he was on vacation when I sent it. and
It's
then
been
I
a
saw
tough
stuff
month.
about
Yeah.
paving and I just got 18 balls, for town running smoothly. So I get it.
I'll email you guys, Pete. He tends to. He's a good reader of email. He's the one that actually sends us the trees to evaluate.
oh,
So coming over here on Van Antwerp, over here at the stop sign, Van Antwerp going up towards GE, a lot has just been cleared in the woods.
Yeah.
Peter,
We-
Robert,
Is he the one that cleared it?
yeah, because his sign is out. There. So we don't have any say when a homeowner clears a
No,
lot.
we did actually look at that one. That was a subdivision. It was probably 3 years ago. So it took a little while for them to do that, but that is the subdivision where we actually had the mark where the trees were and say some inside the limits of clearing.
Okay, well, it's nice. It's a nice rectangle that's been cut out of the,
Yeah, which is where the house will go.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be right on.
Yeah, we did look at that one. I think did you walk that one? No, it might have been Chris Zimmerman. I think Chris walked that one. And ended up.
That's just-
Oh, yes, Chris walked that one.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
What you're talking. Anything else? on
My
top
only
of-
other, this, I guess, can wait till we get down to the tree planting thing, is just to figure out what trees are we offering homeowners in the fall so that we can put our letter together that says You've asked for a tree. Here are the 6 things you can choose from. Please let us know. So I'll
So
stop.
to do that,
I'll-
we should, email Northern.
Yeah.
And just get what they have available and what the prices are and, you know, what they think will be around in the fall. And then, yeah. So that's really where the highway likes to go to get trees. And they're very cheap.
Get the types.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Get a
So
mix
give
of
them-
flowering, like they're like.
Yeah, yeah. We just kind of go by what is there typically.
Yeah.
Sometimes she can do a special order, for us, but it's usually in the spring.
Yeah.
Usually she does special orders.
7 gallons.
So, well, why don't we come back to that as well? Why don't we go on to the planning projects, right?
So I was telling Carol, I don't think we need to do really any formal recommendations on these ones. It's just kind of a keep up to date. There's really been, I think, as far as the last time you looked at it, no changes to the 3900 State Street. We have in there your recommendation to keep the Norway spruce. We continue to bring it forward. It was discussed at the CIC meeting, but we don't really have a list of the species or anything like that, and nothing's changed since the last time you saw that one, so that's just a rotating agenda item. The one that, I mean, I think is kind of fun, especially because I know Carol and Amanda used to work here, is that they really want to change the entrance to GE Vernova, and I think it's beneficial. We'll get the final planting plan when they're done. But the red is where they would put, where the existing kind of traffic circle is
Oh,
on
yeah.
GE Vernova. And they had planned to expand that and add some parking. But what they think will work better is actually to put the parking along the new carbon capture building. And when they do that, all of these spaces in between the hardscaping would be landscaped and they can add more trees. So they would add trees along the side of the building here. You can't really see my cursor. It's very tiny. To the left of the ghost flags would be new trees that we hadn't seen yet. They would actually also add trees all along the edge of the parking lot. So you'd get maybe eventually kind of a tree-lined street along there. That'd be down here, like where you can see those. They do like to keep this big glass part open because that's where they're showing all their machines. So they didn't plant trees in front of it. No, you
The
can't.
workers, good that they have light too.
Yeah. That's actually like almost totally open because that's where their carbon capture machines are. Yes, the offices are in the other building. And then they are doing like pollinator plantings in these like little square things. And that's, I guess, spring or maybe this summer. No, I think that's spring, summer, and then fall. Yeah. And yeah, what they're trying to do is make it more campus-like. And they're also trying to, this row of trees, the row of trees that's like at the top is the row of trees that you guys already approved for the patio. And what they're trying to do is kind of integrate the outdoor patio with all the trees into the entrance and make it very
Nice.
campus-like.
Nice.
So it's going to the
Okay.
planning board for the first time. You will get the planting plan. But this is just kind of a heads up. If you had any ideas, you can just kind of flip through the,
You can put my evergreen thing of let's have that be
oh,
native
little
blue
blue
stem
stem.
instead of mountain grass. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
There are also bigger grasses. You can do Indian grass.
Yeah, you can.
Those are bigger.
Are those native?
I mean, it's a long roadway in.
Mhm.
It would be neat if partway along they could do.
Trees.
Cover each, I mean, not the whole way, but the research center of the elms. Yeah, it would be
Pretty.
but I mean, it's like a quarter-mile in, so, I would
Did you
think-
make a road for Ball Town?
but not the whole way, but maybe like close to.
Yeah, we did. Oh, we'll bring it up again. They're coming back to the planning board, we might as well say.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't, I mean, it's a lot to do the whole,
Mhm.
but maybe like up
A
near,
couple, or
yeah,
up near the road.
well, up near the buildings.
Oh, up
You
near
know,
the-
like as you come in, you have a little canopy.
I know, driving to the tree tunnel is,
Yeah, and that was very well liked at the research center.
and I'm still alive?
No,
Did they
But they
get, they
made
just got too
bookmarks for
big?
everybody.
Oh, did they?
Did they replant?
Yeah, the card that they planted, uh, but it was a variety similar.
Oh, okay.
It was disease resistant. I thought
They could be Liberty
done pretty-
Elms.
So here's. I like elms and we still have more elms coming, but they aren't, even the disease resistant ones aren't completely.
No, they're not.
I'm a little
They
worried about our
have,
elms.
they've
what
had
they're
some
gonna
come
do.
down too.
Even though they're not.
You know, I got two elms in my yard that got about that big. And
This
one
one's
died.
giant. It's probably 25 feet tall, 30 feet tall, but it's dead.
Oh,
As part of the
That's sad.
subdivision, they were going to replant trees in front of the solar.
yeah, well, they did do that. Yeah, two of them have died, but the rest of them are okay. You see them when you drive along River Road. This is just, I mean, there are clumps of 3 trees. They're pretty close to the linden trees, but those are the crab
Oh,
apples that they
okay, yes.
replanted.
I did see one.
Yeah.
that died.
So down by the solar panels, they were gonna put.
No, they didn't want to plant them adjacent to the solar panels because they didn't want the shading.
Mhm.
I was surprised at how close they planted them to the linden trees.
Yeah.
But they did technically fulfill
but
their
some of them had
obligation. Yeah, but they were planted for multiple years before they died.
And if we have them plant along, a little bit along the road, I mean, I know you're not, but if we did like all of one type. I know you're not
It'd be
supposed to-
cool.
Yeah, but you know, the archway across the road, like elms or maple, I don't know what arches was. What that's.
Broken record for people. And if you could caution them that trying to plant a super big tree is risky for the tree surviving.
Yes, I know, they had said they
They-
want to
yeah,
plant these
remember
as super big
Yeah.
trees.
But
Yeah.
they're all recommending now, the smaller you plant, the bigger, it'll be bigger faster than you plant a big tree.
We
So,
want the
I don't know-
immediate impact.
I
for
know, but
investors.
then-
But
That
also-
tree isn't that pretty either,
No,
What's the ideal size to plant, Mark?
small, bare roots. 3 feet.
Oh, really?
Really? So even smaller than the ones that we're planning on this week.
How much?
But those seem to
Because-
do well.
Yeah, but they don't, yeah. When they get a ball and burlap tree, what they take is a tree that's lived outside and they cut off. 90% of the roots are gone. And so the tree has a top, a canopy made for a huge root system relatively speaking. And it has a root system that can't support it. And so it spends its first 3 years. They don't grow much. They live, but they don't grow. They build their root system back. And it's a bit of a trauma, you know, they're
Sure.
fine. But you're better off with a bare root where you just have the root matches the top and they just grow together. They grow faster and they catch up and surpass, you know, this original big tree that you plant.
Interesting.
Maybe the size of the trees we just put in the ground at Blatnick, maybe that's the,
Perfect. Yeah,
it's like a 6-footer,
There.
something like that. That was,
containers, you just gotta make sure they're not bound.
Right.
And so you just wanna make cuts so the roots don't keep growing and strangle themselves and they start growing out again. But that's, you know, a little easier recovery than a total loss of everything that it had.
Yeah, I mean, I was very pleased how many we got planted in a short
That's a
period. of
manageable
time.
we can
size.
carry them ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
We can take
It
the
would be great if we could do that again, yeah. So,
We had a good day of wet ground. It was
I know.
easy shovel.
it was, I know, the next time we had.
Rain.
Along the roads, the shoveling isn't nearly as easy.
Yeah.
You're really lucky. I was expecting that to be like my yard and I was like, oh, wow.
My husband brought pickaxes and everything.
Yeah, because it can be like that. So it wasn't.
Excellent.
Okay, so that's. what
Yeah,
do
so
we-
that's Nova. The Broadview, I did I put that?
There is one picture.
Oh, I didn't put it in there. I like the bakery better. Like a Freudian thing. The Broadview came back with a new plan, but it wasn't substantially changed. Did you guys look at the broad view at your last meeting?
You mentioned it.
Okay,
Uh,
yes.
Oh, that corner.
Right, so I think we had said that really the parking should shift and a lot more trees should be planted and more trees should be planted along the sidewalk. We did like the species. But I think we had a couple ones that we thought could be added, so they had white fir, red maple and nannyberry. They haven't really added too many. And, the CAC had some really strong comments for them, which they're gonna go to the planning board on Monday. So I would suggest that this one still stays as a wait and see. And then I'll come back to you guys with a more firm plan unless you had any something that you want to say.
Lisa Rubin.
Yeah, maybe we should say no, people, even though we love it.
Glad it's native, but
What was that one?
red maple. Our broken record.
Yours.
Okay, and then the Mies and Bakery, we did look at that one too, and I did talk to her today and told her that the council wanted her to add more trees, although we recognize that it's a pretty difficult place to add trees. Her and I did talk about
What's this one again?
on the corner of Ferris, it's the old Stewart's. The one that says Stewart.
Yeah, where I used to ride my bike with my grandchildren to get ice cream. I'm so disappointed. Go get a cookie.
Yeah. Yep. And Cafe, she has a very good following and it's like a Middle Eastern bakery.
Mhm.
So it's like really cool.
Excellent.
We don't have, it'd be the first one in the Capital District, I guess.
Nice.
It's not open yet.
Oh, no.
She uses her like she's licensed to use her kitchen. So she can cater and she has like online ordering, but this would be the commercial kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah. We even talked about maybe digging up some asphalt and planting trees. But she said that there were some tanks and stuff underground, so she's a little hesitant to like bring the soil up. But she does recognize and does want to add more trees and beautify in the future. But it would probably be in a next site plan. She's trying to just move in there and build some capital, and then she'd like to make the site plan improvements. And then Balltown Road, we didn't see this one last time. This is where the old Sweet Frog was. Sweet Frog, the
Frozen
Ice
yogurt.
cream.
frozen yogurt place. It's in Mansion Square.
That's from like Target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a Subway still in that building, or at least there was.
Okay.
There was like a Subway and then something in that Sweet Frog.
Mhm.
Yeah. This would go at the end, which it's almost to the place where State Street and Belltown Road intersect.
There's no trees in that.
Yeah, I mean, there are, they're just not growing very fast.
Really?
Yeah, but yeah, I haven't been out there, so I would suggest if we can, I don't really have any immediate knowledge of the area, we should go see if trees can be added or what we want planted or if anything's dead. And then we'll put a condition in the planning board that they have to come to you guys and
Okay.
work with you and fix it. But so this is the very preliminary one, if
Mhm.
you're shopping down there.
It's just one business or is it the whole?
It's just 1 minute, but we have basically made it precedence that when a tenant goes in now, especially down in these big plazas, we're making them replace any of the dead trees, add pollinator flowers. If there's a space to add trees, add the trees.
I think it's near my favorite place, Chipotle.
Oh my gosh, you and my daughter. She would eat at Chipotle every day.
Well, I can't do it every day, but, okay, I know where it is. It's,
Yeah.
there's a health.
Yeah, there's
food
Chipotle
place
and
or
then,
something,
yeah, I think, yes, I think
But it's sort of, it's a quiet,
it is a quiet part of
Yeah.
I don't see any trees
so
or place to plant trees even.
I studied it, but yeah.
Yeah, I haven't either. I don't go over there a whole lot.
Take Lily to.
Yeah.
Be our next meeting, field trip.
We want to take some pictures of Price Chopper plantings. to recognize, to advertise their changes last year and how they got the award. This is the time to take a picture of some of the flowers.
Oh, okay.
Their trees did get quite damaged over the winter, but they have cut out all the damage and I think they're trying to keep them alive. It looks okay, but they got damaged. Did you notice that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it was a really hard winter for smaller trees.
So it's just like snow cover?
Yeah, like the tops, no, I think the cold.
Hmm.
The tops of the trees died, like the bottoms were okay, but the tops died. And they went through and they cut out the dead, so they actually look pretty okay now when you go, took them a little while, but they cut out the dead. And I think maybe one tree died and I'm not sure if it's it, but they do seem like they're still trying, but those trees took a hit this winter.
Uh-huh. You know, but we could plant one tree is in River Road Park. When you come in and you go to the car parking area, there's a little grassy circle. Right in the middle of that is a big dead tree. And
There's River-
it's
On
on
River Road.
The softball field.
the softball fields.
Down by Seneca.
It connects in with.
Yes, they do play softball. They
Yeah,
do
they
play
do play
softball.
softball.
Just past Mario's Pizza.
Yeah.
Nice.
I thought that was Lions Park down there.
Lions Park is the train station.
Oh, Lions. It's the other park.
They're on
Yeah.
River Road.
Between Blatnick and the Circle, take you to Lock 7.
Yeah, so I know Mario, so it's the next park.
Yeah, it's on the.
Great big rope climbing structure.
Yeah. This is the park. What's the name of that one?
River Road. Yeah, but when you go in, there's like a parking lot right ahead, but if you go to the right, a long kind of road, there's another parking lot. And right in that grassy circle of that parking lot is this nice big dead tree, which you could just put a nice.
Could we ask Highway to come take that out?
Yeah, you know, sometimes,
Give us a hole to put something in?
like, I don't know about this time of year because of, but sometimes when they have a moment, pulling dead trees and putting in new ones is something they're comfortable doing.
Okay.
They have noticed that. So it is good to keep a list of them. That does seem to be something that, because they don't have to do locates or whatever, they're
Right.
just able to go and do it and then they, but that, if that one's big, it might be a problem with the roots. If it got
Well, I mean, it's not huge, but it's a good size dead tree. It's
There's
the only tree in this nice big grassy circle.
There's also 2 dead trees around the Blatnick parking lot that they could.
We should, so are we supposed to keep a list of these?
No, I mean, in my head, sort of.
But maybe we should, yeah.
Yes.
Who wants to tree planting? Are you
Yeah.
part of the tree planting?
Start it.
Okay, we can start it. We have the River Road Park.
Small dead trees in there. Smallish.
And it's the 2 trees that we talked about last summer. It's that second
So
parking
if we don't
lot.
get enough residents
You
to
drive in, the
trees, we
gazebo
just
is sort of
go
in
around.
front of you.
Or
And you go up the road, to the ball
Yeah,
field.
that right.
There's 2
Yeah,
little
you buy
there's
everything.
2 smaller trees, and I think the cookies- one is fighting for survival.
And
the
there's
other
2
one
in
is-
Blatnick, you said?
You are to it, Black.
And where are they?
It's the smaller parking lot. You go past where we planted the trees, going
Going north.
north, and it's the next little parking lot.
They were hackberries.
And there are 2 of them right near the wooden fence around the parking lot. And
Oh, yeah.
one is totally dead and the other one has got leaves sort of on the bottom of it. And it's fighting for survival.
You should let that one try to live.
Is it an ash tree?
No, it was hackberries. We planted them.
As I've been seeing, because I walk my dog there, there's an ash tree dying next to the softball field near Van Antwerp.
Wait, where is this? Where was this again?
So the softball field
Yeah,
behind Van Antwerp's,
okay.
it's like Clifton Park or something like that.
Uh,
And I can't remember what that other street is, but there is at least one tree right behind home plate or behind the kind of field. And I don't think, so it's got this feature, like its top is dead. And then it's trying its last gasps to, it is an ash tree.
They do do that.
but it's got the borer, so it's fine.
Street did that. The boar like killed them and then they grew.
It's what they do at the last minute. to try-
That's
You're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that whole field is.
but it would depend on if it was in the right of way or.
And then,
What's it say, Linda? What were you saying?
Feels like
I was
it's all.
thinking that was school property,
Oh,
not town park.
is that, it's an aqueduct, they have a couple, like, a couple of those elms survive.
Some of the baby elms didn't survive. I think at least two. Well, 2 out of 10. They're pretty small. I think we might have gotten over.
So, anyways, we got off topic a little bit, but yeah, having a list of dead trees so that the town could. When they have a chance.
If they get a sale or they get some extra trees in the fall, they're planting and then they can just pop them in. We have done that before. Needs to be less stressful for them. That's how we planted those ginkgos.
So you're starting the list, Laura, just to,
Yeah, I'll start it.
okay. So. So reports, public outreach, so we did get the email out on the summer photo contest. I don't know if we've gotten any, it's on our website or where that stands, yeah. But, hopefully that'll complete our seasons and then maybe we can do. And then I don't, well, I think the next is the watering of the splash pad. But that's probably the tree planting, but we should figure it.
For still on the outreach, as I was looking through my folders for whether I had any communication about to homeowners, I saw my email to the town. which we still have.
Sorry, I know. I think that this is a really good time for that though.
And I think we updated it for the last, for this year's.
You did. So Laura, you can just send it
Yeah,
out.
I think I can just send it out. I do have to get the supervisor to approve it. He likes tree council stuff, so.
Okay. Oh, and I guess we'll work on a sign for the watering, public outreach. So, and we'll put little like tree necklaces on the other trees with their names so that they can water them all. I don't want Chet to get all the water.
Come up with another.
How can we get a sign that survives?
Well, I was thinking we could laminate them and then just put like a, I don't know, chain or.
Well, and I also, there's a sign right there now that the Niskuna Community Foundation put up saying day of service, project. So I'm asking them where they got their sign. And did they design it or did because for one sign, I can't imagine it would be that much money.
Yeah, is there something like a lawn sign or
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
like a political sign.
Yeah,
It's like-
so yeah, we did those ones for
The
Fleet Streets.
butterfly thing.
Yeah, and we did them for the butterfly things too. So Knott Street office can make those. We've had them make them before. I don't think they were super expensive.
The butterfly things, we took 11 by 17 and we laminated it and then we stuck it onto street signs that we found.
Oh.
Well, Complete
okay.
Streets, we actually made lawn signs for the bike event.
Okay.
It was a long time ago, but we did make them.
Because the sign that you put there the day that we were scoping out, that fell over. and
Oh,
that was
first light.
blasted.
Uh-huh.
So, and it's sturdy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but we can laminate 11 by 17 or letter size.
Yeah, no, I'd like it 11 by 17.
But the tree names could be letter size.
Yes, yeah,
And then once we laminate it, we can make them smaller.
yeah, okay,
3/4 of a 11 by 17.
okay.
So we could create the names and that would just be plain Jane laminate.
Okay, okay. And then how would we hang them? Just like the little.
I mean, you can even probably just put wire if it's
Let's do
laminated.
that.
As long as it doesn't go into where the paper is, like it has to go through the plastic.
Plastic.
Yeah, so if you make your sign smaller.
With
then
more plastic around.
more
Yeah.
You can,
around.
like do a hole punch in the plastic and then
Mhm.
just run like wire.
But with the bigger sign, how can we make it a sturdy sign? Do we have an old?
Well, Laura
street
can
sign.
find out what price we paid for the complete street thing.
Yeah, because I know the North Street office did that.
Yeah. And so maybe the Knott Street office political sign things would be better than
Yeah.
our jerry rigged
Right.
11x17 laminated thing.
Yeah, because I think that on the Monarch ones, we actually pasted the laminated one to leftover.
Do we have any leftover?
Yeah, we
Sign-
always have,
signs.
because we pull them out of the right ways, like all this.
So could
Does the highway department ever have any old sign or some kind of like keep?
And that would be
those
11,
metal things that we can fix up on
Yeah.
those things? or-
Yeah, maybe looking for
Yeah.
all of them.
Have to
All
update.
people to come and pick them up. Sometimes they don't. They don't really get one, then we soon do them.
Okay, we'll work on that.
And then if I have time, I will try and make a flyer for the summer photo contest that we can hang up around town. And maybe on your email box. But if I don't have time, I'll just do your email box.
And on that sign, we have to put in small at the bottom, the water is safe for trees.
Yes. Okay,
I think that's all we have to say.
Yeah.
Water is safe for trees.
yes.
Splash pad water is
Splash
safe for
pad,
trees.
yes.
Yeah.
We don't have to say it's not chlorinated. It is safe for,
Chlorinated.
it's not.
It is.
But
And not
it-
like
it's not
sparkling,
like-
not
It's-
like a super,
Yeah.
regular.
It's town drinking water.
It sounds like the sugar maples aren't super sensitive. But Jeff says that there's some plants that are still sensitive to it.
Well, it's a
That's
plant
what we-
house plant.
I mean, if it's like a tropical plant or something, it might be. super-
Yeah, but most trees we water.
Yeah, I think the trees are, yes,
Yeah.
Right. So I thought it was more.
Right.
And some water.
Yeah.
Because it was safe for the, but I guess the splash park is doing it, doesn't sit around.
Right, you're not.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're spawning
Doesn't sit
water around
around.
the pipes in, yeah. And then it just goes into, I think it goes into the sewer.
It better.
Yeah.
Cause I was reading all these things about all these organisms that are in the splash pad water.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that once it touches like the human body, it goes in.
Well, that's good. That's good. Don't want to recycle it.
I'm an expert, so.
Okay, so Laura, you're gonna send out Jeff's. We're gonna work on a sign. And I think that's.
Are you gonna like put a little thing, make sure you water all of them or something, or
Yeah.
spread your water
What?
around, or some
Yeah, letter.
cute.
About it?
What is it? It's to the town?
It's gonna be a public, the email blast that we sometimes get announcing a
Right.
concert or something like
Right.
that. It's a, I'll just read the beginning of it, that I looked at to make sure, Niskayuna's trees, a legacy to be passed to the future. It's basically a letter to the public that says who we are, what we do, and do you want to join?
Why, could that be a letter to the editor in the, Niski supplement?
We talked about it.
How do we get this thing more visibility is my question.
First get it out. It's been it up and I know. Yeah.
You can take it and pretty much put it anywhere after we email blast it.
I think
You
it's
can-
long for a letter. I think that when we were talking about it, there was talk of whether we could get somebody with the Niskayuna insert to, whether they would be interested in having it.
Yeah, just have them publish it, but. Okay.
So that could, and I'm spitballing here, that could be the start of a potential interview. So somebody approaches somebody at the Daily Gazette, says, this is the letter we just sent to the town. We feel very passionately about maintaining Niskayuna's tree cover. Would you be interested in hearing more? I mean, they could take that letter and say, hey, we could build a feature story around this, an interview.
We need to get on the cover of that Niski neighbor thing. That's always like a family or something that does something. You gotta get a tree cast. I have no
Oh,
idea. how you do
the
that.
magazine.
Yeah, the glossy
Yeah, yeah.
cover.
Yeah.
Right?
But your Niskayuna would be good too, because It's a lot of people.
It's just, they do everything better, right? Just
Yeah,
put everything
recycle,
out.
yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just thinking, of how do we get more visibility for your letter? Um, it's,
Yeah.
you're not gonna print the whole letter in there, but I mean, if you put a link to this letter that's living somewhere, is it gonna live on our tree council website?
Yeah,
somewhere?
I think, John, when I post it on our website, theoretically Amy then picks it up and puts it on our Instagram, which we're requiring people to sign up for to get their prizes to Jim.
Right.
And then, I think it automatically goes to Facebook, but
Well,
I'm not 100% sure about that.
so nice, I've forgotten their name. Terribly nice, who's the town supervisor's assistant?
Oh, Courtney, yeah,
Courtney.
she's, yeah.
Courtney, she can do a Facebook post with a link to the letter
Mhm.
on the tree council, see the recent letter to the town from the tree council about the importance of
Bees.
trees in our town and why they're important now and into the future, and then boom, a link to the letter.
Well, isn't it gonna be the whole letter? Isn't
Yeah,
that-
I'll put the whole thing in
She's gonna, on the post, it's gonna be the
on
whole.
my post, but he's saying on Facebook, he
Oh,
would link
yeah,
to
yeah,
the.
yeah.
Facebook, you can also just like have it exactly, and people can click on it to blow it up. to videos.
Just trying to think of ways to get more visibility,
Yeah,
because then we're educating folks about, hey, there's a tree council and here's what
We
we're
gotta
doing.
get our signs where? Are we gonna get our Tree City
Oh,
signs?
there you go. You're entering Tree City USA.
Yeah.
Good for you. I
We
got that.
got those beautiful signs that you showed us.
Yep, there's some in my office.
Yeah, they need to,
That could be.
they need to leave your office and go,
Into the world.
yes, yes, yes.
Can you add that to your American agent?
But where do we wanna put them?
Where he wants to put them.
But I hope that there's someplace that people, that's visible or
He told me he
like
should
not
put
here. It shouldn't be, it shouldn't be,
the Tree City designation sign from Facebook.
it's Tree City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are Arbor Day.
Yes, 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 yes. There's two of them that we need to
Yeah.
get,
Yep, and you typically put them up in the gateways to your community. And
yes,
you get stickers every year that you're recertified, and you
Right.
just swap the stickers out. So
Right.
you can see how many years.
right,
We do have the Tree City flag.
right,
But
yes,
it's come to town hall.
yes.
you know,
Yes.
it was interesting. I had a couple of friends stay with me, Deanna on the way, the college roommate. Anyway, she was a realtor. And when I told her I was on the tree council, she said, we're a Tree City. She knew all about
It's a big
Tree
deal.
City being a realtor. So again, I think letting the realtors and I think Jeff was.
John was
John
doing
was
that.
working.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, but I was just surprised
Right.
how well informed she was about what a Tree City was, just being a realtor.
So,
But, yeah,
Everybody wants to live where there's trees and greenery.
I think that's a big deal as we pick the entrances, along Route 7 or, welcome to Iskuna, Tree City USA. I think that would be.
There is one on Route 7.
Say Tree City USA.
Yes, it's right when you come into, it's an old one.
Yeah,
It's right when you come in from Colony on 7, right after, what's that gas station there on, was that River Road or Rosendale? Rose, the one that goes down, Fly comes down the
Yeah,
hill
yeah.
and then it goes down and
there's a
then,
sign there?
yes, it's right after the gas station. It's old looking though. It says, Niskuna Trees City.
It's big that people will notice.
oh yeah, they're big.
Laura can show you. the
Yeah,
one.
they're-
She's in it.
You're right.
It's very,
Okay.
oh, the one that's there is his size.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
In my recent travels, I passed through a town that said Tree City and
Pardon me?
with the sticker.
Yes, yeah, yes, yes,
Oh, really?
We get the stickers every year.
yes,
And then they redid the sign, they redid the signs for us.
yes. Yeah,
Good.
Yeah, we need to,
I haven't reminded him of that, but he did have an idea of where he wanted.
talking about this for a while. Be nice to get them up there.
Ball town, it's kind of like that.
Oh, wait, is that it right there though? Yeah, no, wait, it's a bus stop. Oh, no, it is.
No wonder I've never seen it. It's like just, it's like nowhere. It isn't next to the thing that says this kind of city limits.
It's a little bit past it or something, I think.
It is a little. So it's pretty tiny.
Yep, there it is right there.
So
Yep.
So no wonder I've never seen it.
Yeah.
the gas
You
station.
could be doing 65.
Yeah.
Dive into that.
Yeah, there's the gas station.
How nice this one is compared to that one.
Yeah,
Big reveal.
Yes, go for it. It's really nice. I don't know. Gotta get 'em up there.
And we have two.
Look at it. Oh. It is so beautiful.
Yeah, that needs to get out.
Yes. it
I don't
does.
know if this is the last one, but it's the one I found.
According to my email, we're putting there.
That is so beautiful. Wait a second.
Yeah.
That's a post right there.
That is beautiful.
Take that picture, send it to Amy. That's for Instagram.
really
Yeah.
famous they did.
I'm trying to stand to the side.
Yeah.
Model can.
We may need more than two.
Yeah, we don't get
I
to
think you
entrances.
can order more, but those two are free and they just send them to.
Wait, so where was he thinking of putting?
Bridge.
Yeah, that would be a good place. State
What,
Street and Route 7.
what do you mean, like in the little,
There
Circle at
must
the
be
bottom?
something already that says this unit town limits, right?
but
Put it right
you could you put it, there's the circle right down there at the bottom of the hill, where you go over the bridge. Right.
Yeah, no, you know what? I think it's actually right under the bridge. When you go through the circle, it says welcome to the town of this.
Yes, going up the hill.
Yeah, I think it
Yes,
does.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I think
yes,
it does.
yes, I think
Yeah, you could. It's probably just.
So if you want to get.
Well, you can have a very convincing email.
Okay.
And then
Idea is they want to.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent. Oh, I would be thrilled.
I'm sorry. what was it?
Jeff is gonna write a very convincing email about getting our sign, to,
Yeah, and it would be just nice to know where they're thinking of putting them.
yes.
If we want to order more.
Because, yeah, I think coming from there, I think
Is there any place down in the,
part of them.
yeah, the heart of town, right, yes, I don't know, there's a lot of sidewalk there, but I mean, it would be
Maybe
nice to
if
have
you
something
Down
there.
the street and you get close to the co-op or something, or even just going down that street when you hit. Or maybe like between cities, some Schenectady is a tree city too, actually.
Yes, I think they are too. We don't
You
need
know,
it here.
but do the people see the flag? I think they'd see it.
Yeah, but I'd rather put it out someplace else.
If we get more.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, next is, tree inventory and tree master plan subcommittee. So we did get the plan from you, Laura. Amanda did
I saw
change the goals. Margaret did work on the definitions. I worked on the appendices and sent them back. So I think we are really close. I think that- I think footnotes there are a couple footnotes.
Okay.
But
And then the conclusion,
the conclusion was written by AI.
oh, it was?
Yeah,
Okay, good,
and it was pretty good.
okay,
I think I made a couple changes,
yeah,
but take a look at it.
maybe I'll pop them in.
Should we have one more meeting and then what's our next steps after?
So I'd say our next steps would be, we share it with the highway department and the supervisor and then go to the town board to get it adopted.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you need to tell Ray that we'll be sending him our master plan subcommittee report soon, thing,
I think so.
right? Let him know it's coming.
So do you want, I can, I guess, schedule that with subcommittee.
So
There are,
the last email got the most recent.
yes,
document?
I
Okay,
did a word and I sent
But
it
it's
to you.
everybody.
The only thing is that there are some where we have 2024 data and a couple of pieces where we have 2023 data.
I think that we knew that, right?
And is that, that's, as long as that's okay, so.
Double check it. Could update it also 24, but I think sometimes we don't have it. Like I know the tree inventory was done. It has its own dates.
Right,
Yeah.
that does, but I think it was like a number of trees.
Oh, yeah, then we should probably make that consistent.
Okay, so I'll set up the meeting. And I think we're really close, and that's one thing I really want to get out is we've been, it says we're gonna update it every year.
I have seen it.
Years to get out the
I'm
plan.
like, okay, let's make it a master plan.
So, okay, and then tree planting subcommittee. And this is where we could talk about ordering the splash pad.
We can certainly talk about that. I'm thinking about Northern Nurseries and,
Oh, yeah.
and so who reaches out to Northern Nurseries? Is there a particular contact person there that
We
we,
usually use pen.
Penny at Northern Nurseries? Or she,
Yeah, that's the use.
Penny just knows us, that's why.
Yeah, we're saying.
I can reach out to Penny and Peppy, maybe you, Margaret, and then you could help me follow up.
But we should have that.
We'll get a list, yeah, right,
Trees.
yeah,
we need a,
List.
we need a,
yes, list of native,
subcommittee needs a list of the 6 or 7 trees that folks can pick for their September or October planting. And then, and we're only gonna, I mean, I think the goal is 15 to 20. I mean, I think if we do that, we're
Yeah,
golden.
We're
So,
getting 20 in the ground no matter what.
yeah, so.
But I think you wanted to send this out early, right?
Yes,
Like in
Yeah, I
August.
think we need to send it out like in early August or something saying, hey, this is coming up, and
The timing is important in that when they agree to it, then there can't be too long a break in between when we put a stake in the ground and they're ready to plant.
Yes.
Because the stake has to be in for when they get the utility, and the utility runs out, has a deadline, like the utility line. So if Ray isn't gonna plant until October, then we can't put stakes in the ground in August.
So will you ask Ray, when is the most desirable time for them to plant? So we can plan contacting our resident, you can have a very big.
I think that is actually the main purpose of the email, is
Yeah.
to like get them on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say that when he has some free time, at least when he was at the meeting with us, it's like when he can fit it in.
Yeah, fall, it's hard for him because he has to do it between the bulk pickup and
Right.
the leaf. Once the leaves,
right,
sucker
right.
guys start, they really have a hard time.
So,
But that's after Halloween.
It is after Halloween, so you do have like
Yeah.
3 weeks. when you-
And, you know, we've had a lot of success in basically, like, since that meeting, this new thing of us talking to the residents, doing all that, we basically just like said, guess what? Here's your list, and he's done it. So I think there hasn't
Yeah.
been, if we aimed at October, which is a good time to plant, then, and just told him, if I tell him in the email, see you in October, we'll have our sites to get that on your calendar. And so then we can work ourselves back from that.
What is the elms? I think it looked good. I
Oh,
still gotta.
Cause that's,
I sent her a couple emails. She didn't respond yet.
that might, it would be nice if we got our trees planted before the elms arrive.
Yeah, the elms usually come in November.
And where are they going?
What else?
What is this?
What is that?
We get, when actually Paul Sylvester was here,
Which is.
he bought elm trees in a program that was like, can't remember, it was basically like pay to grow or something like that. So he bought the trees when they were little and then the nursery grew them for a certain number of years.
So these are our trees that have been basically fostered somewhere.
we had 60 trees and we
Yeah.
planted 40. We
We had
still have
40
100.
more.
24 more.
But they've held on to them because they just didn't get the growth. Like they're, like you buy them and then they're supposed to be, they grow them for 3 years and they're supposed to be like 4 to 6 feet and they're small, they're still small, and they've been struggling to get them to where they're supposed to be.
And these were grown locally somewhere?
They're,
This was like in
Video.
Kansas. This
no,
was-
no,
this was-
it's not Kansas, no, no.
But like all the elms on that hill in Blatnick Park,
Those are all,
those were the first.
I remember when.
Yeah.
So
I think we buy them from like the National Elm Institute.
how many
or
are we
something.
getting?
Another
24.
24.
24?
They're little though.
What's little? 3 feet, 4 feet?
Well, they're supposed to be like 4 to 6 feet, but they end up being like 3 to 4 feet.
So
But
they
they-
really need to be planted state
But we.
and a
we
little
plant them,
expertise.
Or did the town?
We planted,
No, the town planted them, but then we went back and,
We baked them.
yeah, because they tilted
yeah.
What
over the
about-
winter.
What about our high school teacher and his class? It would be a good fall project for the class.
Well, like Carol's saying, we can take the dead tree list and put the elms in the dead tree
Oh, yeah, you did.
places too.
But there's like a lot of, there's
There's a
a
lot of
lot of
guys.
parks that could
Yeah.
use some attention there.
I have another idea. So, I'm so happy with the trees that went in at the new place on Vault or the new school, building, you know, no, like the office building that they that he put in. Looks so great. And then in either direction, you know, like you go out of town, towards Route
Are
7,
we talking?
yes. You pass by CVS 6 and it has nothing.
Yeah.
And you go the other way, you go past the ball fields, and actually you go past the parking lot and the ball fields in the high school and you see nothing. And I realize that we don't have any hammer over them to insist that they plant plants. But what if we just ask them and say, we have some trees. Can we plant some trees? And I think even if CVS 6 wants to keep their quirky little shrubbery and stuff like that, I think we can still arrange some so that it is less of this big bald spot, which we've
Yeah.
started to alleviate. Likewise, when you pass Knott Street going towards the high school, there is a big berm. Some of it is wetland, but there's a big berm that has no trees and the parking lot is on the other side, and we could definitely put trees there if the school will let us. And then you've got the ball fields, and there is
Yes.
a narrow, but there is room for small trees for like not an elm, not an oak, but for dogwoods or redwoods or something like that along the practice fields
Mhm.
in order to between the sidewalk and the fence. And if we ask them if we could plant trees, maybe we figure out a way to get them and we do it.
It
Yeah.
is harder because it's state owned right away, but I don't mind trying. I think Belltown could definitely use some trees.
Oh, I agree. And you know, interesting,
Road.
It's a state
the
road.
few trees that are there have plaques on them. I know this because I
Really?
was looking at that area. I said, oh my God, this really needs something. So, I mean, that even might be a hook. Like, I mean, if we see that you have that, if you want to dedicate these to someone else, could certainly put plaques there. But I think there's 3 or 4 trees that have plaques hanging off them.
What I have done in the past, because we don't really have the ability to plant trees in state and county right away.
But it doesn't have to be the right, so CVS 6 doesn't have to be the right of way. It
Yeah.
could be the same way we did the office building.
Yeah, because what I've done in the past is have them put them on the lot.
Yes.
So,
Mhm.
so if we needed to argue they were public trees, they're like,
Right.
yeah, but then they went and
If they were
they,
getting 3 trees.
Yeah.
Can we do that? Can we do
we could try.
It-
We could sure try.
I agree with you. I drive by that all the time and think like, oh my God, this is like the heart of our
Right,
town
right.
and it looks really like it needs.
And
some
we
love.
know that when the Miller Brothers townhouses go in next to CVS,
Mm.
like all of those trees are gonna go away.
Yeah.
So
Right,
if there's a waste, you know,
yes.
be
Yes,
bad.
great idea.
I mean,
I think
they're
it's-
supposed to keep the silver maples in the right of way. Take those ones down. Basically between Balltown Road and
Right.
Van Antwerp there. But when they start clearing, it's gonna be like,
So what do we have to do to try to pursue this to
Well,
get?
presumably there must be some general manager, some person who's in charge of the building.
yeah, yes, yeah. I know them because of the, I was just talking about.
So if you give some of us the contact, then we can try to set up.
Even the
But
first
what
half
about
of
the high
Lake
school?
Scotia needs a new landscape.
Yeah,
So I think we should try the high school too.
Yes.
The teacher, Mr. Peterson, did try to plant them there because his students identified that as a really good place for trees.
Yeah.
And they weren't able to get permission, but me, you people just had to keep it.
Who says it's It's a state.
Or like I said, we put they were asking the school, they think they were trying to put them closer to the parking lot. Or we talk about like literally putting like on the line.
Yes.
There's power lines there, so, and Ellen didn't put it.
I was going to put trees in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And kids walk there.
The whole high
The whole
school
thing should be
area.
lined with trees.
There are all kinds of trees around the parking lots. Every other parking lot.
Right.
So his project in the fall should be why trees need to be planted on the high school property.
Maybe it'd make a difference if the tree council identified it too. You never know.
Right,
Like sometimes
right.
it's good for kids to ask and sometimes it's good for an outside organization to ask. You never know which
Right.
one is the one they want to use.
Well, a follow-up to your letter, right? How important it is to Niskuna to have that. This is the heart of our community, blah, 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 right? I think that's a great idea. It needs some.
Yeah, it's our part of our down.
It's
But if we work
There's a
on it,
lot
if
of
we work
people
on
that
it,
walk
the timing with
between
the L,
it.
maybe then we've got good places to put those. trees.
Yes, that'd be great.
And I think they'd be much more amenable saying, look, we have a tree, we have 3 trees for you. We, the town, or we, us?
The tree council.
We'll
We
plant
get it.
them, just tell us.
They're small.
It's tough because, I just think it's hard. You can't really use the town resources in the state right away.
Yes.
I think it's an issue there.
We could get that teacher's kids.
Or we
To
use
plant.
students. Yeah, we can.
I had written Ecos, and but he got back to me after the day of service saying, oh, missed this email, but we would have had some volunteers.
Oh,
So if we have it again, let them know. So. Ecos, Harris.
yeah, maybe we can get BS people to come.
Yeah, kind of like when we did with Ray and Cornelius, maybe we could get some of the.
Yes,
businesses.
that's what they have, like volunteer hours or something at CBS or something. Yes.
What was that?
Segment of the evening news,
Yes.
live outside.
Thanks, though.
That's a shovel.
Okay, so what else for the tree plantings?
All right, so do we need a new letter or something? And just, we have to identify who we're going to, reach
Yeah,
out to. and-
the list of people that have asked for a tree, that list is still pretty,
Have not received a new one.
So I think each time Linda does magic and comes up with the right neighborhood for us to go to.
You
Yeah, but
guys
you
picked
know
the
what, we
neighborhood
have-
last time.
Yeah, you should identify something, but we do need to give a tree to this person who begged me on Arbor Day, if she could get her tree. And I
gonna
just said, "Hey,
get another tree.
Full names on keys.
Yes, Keys Avenue,
Really
really wants a tree."
old requests on keys.
Yes.
So just have to list of these.
How do you have to- Can-
At the beginning of the year, I asked for a new list and I never got a response. So I would say Laura has to pursue through the supervisor to get a
Alright.
updated copy of that list.
And the list has, it doesn't get filled in which trees get planted. Right? So that list,
That's something we need to work out with the highway.
yeah,
We don't have to do everything all at once, but yeah, we need to like come up with a process for keeping that list up to date.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Linda emailed us in March, the latest list that she had at that time. So, yeah, I could probably.
But
I'll
pretty
resend it.
sure that was the list from last year.
Yeah,
And they'll have taken trees down in the interim, but
Right.
when we're out there and we see yards that need trees, I mean, just.
So, okay, so we're gonna use that list for March, or are we asking for the latest list?
Well, the nice thing about March is that,
Use the same
is
list.
that that's gonna get the most recent, it's gonna, the only ones that aren't on there were ones that had just gotten
We
taken out.
don't do our plans on it, right?
Or we would see it. and
Or you
sort of
see it,
see,
yeah.
oh, geez.
Yeah.
So on that list were the places where we ended up planting a tree, Hedgewood and Country Club and this and. Do those people ever get removed from that list?
Well, that's why I said we should fill in, we should have another column or something, like we can put that it's planted, or tree was planted.
Or just-
Patty is the one who's in charge of it, and I think she does do that.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, because we want to try to get that backlog down.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to reach out to Patty and ask for the latest list?
And,
Including
It
the
won't-
ones
it
that
won't
were
bother her.
planted.
yeah,
She did not send me, I asked at the beginning of the year. And then I got busy with zoning board.
Oh.
So what's our target to actually get the letters in the mail? According to what you were saying, with the lag time, what do you think? We should
We did.
reach out.
If we did August and then knock on doors. Yeah, and try to get some stakes. Like some people will respond with a letter,
Mhm.
and if that is enough, then great.
Right,
Then at that
yes.
point, we're just going and we're putting stakes in the ground. And if we do that in sometime in September,
Okay.
then Ray plants it on.
Alright. So the letters are gonna go out in August. Before our next meeting or after? Our next meeting, it looks like is August 12th. Should we meet, decide on the letter once we know which trees are? Oh,
Get
excellent.
an email list out.
Okay.
What do you think?
So
Okay.
you're reaching out to Penny at Northern
I
Nursery?
just sent her an email and copied Margaret.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay, great.
What they have and it's our needs.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can just tag onto that
Yeah.
email. I just give her like a quick list. You can think of other things.
Okay.
But yeah, like you had mentioned, have a standard list of native trees and
Yeah.
even native like shrubs or other plants. So like that we can always refer to when we're doing developments, you know,
Mhm.
that we're not always questioning, well, is this invasive or is this?
Yeah, we do have that lilac as an invasive.
Right,
form.
yes.
Yes, that is on our invasive
I
list.
remember that.
Yep.
We put it on the invasive list right after we bought one
Yep.
at our house.
She said that I checked it and it is.
Where is that list? Can you send that out to all of us?
Yeah.
Did you send that to us once, Barbara? About the invasive, I thought we did get something about invasive ones. Okay.
If I did once ago.
Okay. So,
But yeah, I remember the tree line was on the invasive
Um,
list.
Amy Holansky always said that we needed to update that one a little bit.
But at least it's a starting point, because I don't think a lot of people have even seen that. So have you seen that?
I send this to developers all the time, actually.
But I think the council needs that.
mhm.
Okay.
So what do
we
you
can,
think?
we can talk whenever you want.
Okay.
I mean, anytime in August, if you want to do that, to start. And again, I think the letter that we used in the spring, it just needs to be
Mhm.
modified a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
No, I don't want to do
No.
that.
So that spreadsheet that you guys have, you just have to sort by street, which it probably already is. And then
It's
just
in
go down
neighbor,
to
it's
the-
in neighborhoods or something.
Yeah,
I think it already is in
Let's
neighborhoods.
figure out.
pick keys and see what's on keys.
I think it's a lot of.
Looking at it, there are 3 on Keith, there's 5 on Myron. So I think that if we target sort of Old Niskuna, making sure that we aren't hitting the ones that we've already done.
Right.
We have, make sure that we're not sending letters to the ones that we've already done. But I think that if we have, how many did we say we want?
Yeah.
So I think we want to actually send out like 40 letters.
I'd say we get about it.
And if we're not walking
20%.
like we did, like we've done previously, then frankly, proximity isn't so important.
Yeah, true.
We could really just start at the top.
Yeah, except for
60.
areas.
Yeah.
Because then he just drives a good goal.
So anyway, if we're focused on the Old Niskuna, Grand Avenue, Grand Boulevard neighborhood, then, and even across that street, I guess. I'm actually not sure we can get 60 in just the old Niskuna area that are on that list.
Yeah,
Grand Boulevard is county, so you can't go into that.
This would be great if we could get these 20 and then we have 20 elms.
Oh, that'd
We're
be,
gonna get-
wouldn't that be excellent?
I didn't know the Elms is a.
This is our last year.
this is our last year.
Oh,
Yes.
Well, she oddly hasn't been responding to any emails, which is weird, but I'm gonna keep harassing her.
when are these supposed to arrive?
They usually come in November,
Oh,
but they're really easy to plant though. Yeah, because they're bare root.
Yeah, they're in our mittens.
Yeah.
Right.
And your husband's pickaxe,
To chip through the ice.
frozen tundra.
It's usually early November.
Yeah, before the ground, really, you get to.
Yeah. But it can be cold.
Right.
That'd be
Because
great.
the trees have to go.
I-
They used to go from Maybe to Urbit before they ship them.
It would be lovely.
Yeah,
So
they
that we
come in-
look pretty silly with.
I mean, we're not little, because like, but yeah, they have no reason.
So have we figured out who's contacting who on Balltown Road to try to get approval, like CVS and what?
But I will forward the CVS contact to you guys.
Okay,
Nice.
and the high school?
Yeah, I mean,
Would,
I can forward both contacts.
Also, I'll be on the CBS committee kind of group, and I'm happy to do it if anybody else wants to
Mhm.
come along. And we can see how that goes, or somebody parallel can be working on the high school. I guess we have to do them when you're getting the elms, but
Are those the two areas or were there other ones?
those are the two.
First National Bank of Scotia.
Oh, First National Bank, Scotia was one.
Where's that?
That's in the corner of Balltown and one.
Right there.
Yes.
Drive through.
We have
Kitty
talked,
corner.
we have tried to.
Oh,
talk to the
oh,
First
okay,
National
okay,
Bank of
okay.
Scotia both.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe
We can
go
try again.
wrong person, maybe we're going to that little branch manager, and maybe we need to go to.
Yeah. Yeah, cause didn't you and Amanda and I go in there one?
We did.
Yeah.
We just walked in
Yeah.
off the street.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they really.
No.
You look dangerous.
Channel 6 and the high school, we want to plant elms there, or we
Yes.
want to do something else there?
Well, we have the elms.
Okay, so we're asking them, okay.
The elms are easier because they're smaller, they're not as expensive. It's a little bit tricky with, property ownership and right of way, so I think that we really can only work on potentially elms.
Very big.
They're not too big. I mean, they're bigger than the ones you get from like Property Foundation.
Right.
We want to make sure they don't get.
Right.
So-
Yeah, which is why we
Maybe
stake them.
cages.
Yeah, the cages.
Yeah, they need to stay.
A couple of them got mobile for it. You stake? Okay, and First National Bank Station.
So those three, we'll see. Anything else?
Anybody interested in watering over at Blatnick Park? All
I
right,
can
so
too.
for me, doing the dawn patrol, which is at 9 o'clock in the morning, is the easiest for me. Now, if we all just want to take turns, then that you can go over there whenever you want. And I've gone over there in the middle of the afternoon while the kids are running crazy. And when I go over there with the buckets, they want to help me and they want to play with the buckets. And so it's all great. So why don't I hit the trees on Saturday at 9 a.m. And if I had time tomorrow, I'd do it tomorrow, but I'll do it at 9 a.m. on Saturday when it first opens. To not draw too much excitement. And then you can say, all right, 5 days from Saturday or whatever, 4 days from Saturday, I'll do it.
Yeah, I have to look at the calendar, but I could email out and say, because we've been walking the dog and we could go over there
All right.
in the morning and just
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll do it this Saturday.
And where's the
Right.
blue button you were talking about?
It's on the splash pad floor. It's on the ground. It's just the blue button. I think it might have like a triangle in it or something. And some kid told me, hey, just put your foot on that and that activates the splash pad.
Oh, okay.
So that's the,
It's obvious.
yeah, that's
Okay.
the secret ticket.
It's obvious if you're.
You have to give up. Okay.
Yeah.
We should get the sign up soon, if everybody agrees, and maybe that will just help throughout the day.
So these trees are gonna need a drink once a week, for July and August.
And the crab apple ones?
Yeah, I'll hit those too. Yeah. So I fill my buckets, I put them in the back of my car, and then I drive over to there because that's a long hike
Yeah.
from carrying your 5-gallon buckets of water over there. But I'll hit the crab apple trees and it goes pretty quick. And again, there's one of those jets, I mean, it literally shoots out a big stream of water, so you just position your bucket under there and it can go pretty fast. And I slowly pour the water around the base of the tree. I mean, it's
On a hot
the
day.
best, I mean, it's better than the tree not getting any water. So,
Did they get mulched or no?
yeah, they
Oh,
got
they get
mulched,
mulched too?
they got
Great.
mulched.
Excellent.
And we use compost too.
Excellent. Good.
Yeah, so
But
they
I
just,
think getting the community involved would be helpful.
Yeah.
And it's helping our Tree City application
Yes.
this year. And, it's nice to see the kids wanting to have the trees.
I think that's
it'll be very nice once they're bigger. I can even envision kids eventually climbing in these maple trees. They get tired of the splash pad. Mother can say, go climb that maple tree. So anyway, all right, so I'll handle it Saturday morning, and I'm also reaching out to Patty. To Lester? Lester?
Yeah. Yeah, it's P. Lester.
Um,
Better than I.
All right,
Okay.
you have my note to Ray from, okay, so you can,
I'll, maybe I'll share it and with you guys so that if I make sure I didn't miss any
Alright.
points.
So Laura, you're gonna try to get his letter out within the next week or so. Great.
And you'll send me the CBS content?
Yeah, I do BS and high school and I'll see if I can find it. I'll see if I can find his first national banker social. I don't have one.
I can see if I can find somebody. I used to know people at the Scotia.
And my sister used to work at the Glenville branch, but it was a long time ago. 20 years ago.
The names have changed.
Probably.
I think I
everybody.
used to babysit for like the president of.
Really?
Wow.
John Burmeister. I don't think he remembers that.
Have we adjourned?
Yes, somebody make a motion.
If that was that.
Second.
Okay.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We could do the minute.
Can I ask a non-tree council question, town planner?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be interested in this. My wife wants me to ask about the abandoned street next to your,
Oh, the property there? Oh, gee.
on Via Del Mar.
Yes.
It's basically like the owner, it's like,